guys, and welcome to the finale of Let's Play Ori and the Blind Forest. This game has been a lot of fun. For me, in particular. I'm sure there's a lot of other people who have enjoyed this game. I heard at some point there was a Game of the Year honors thought about for the game. So anyway, we get some more secrets here now that we've cleared out some more of the stuff here. So those two can blow themselves up. This guy can go and, well, you can go that way actually. Have fun. Not a whole lot to do on this side, but there it is. And apply a save. Now, we have 97% of it filled out. Once the doors get colored, I guess they are now active. We've been through all of those areas. We have all the items, save for what's in the last area. And there's not really all that much left. When you do this, float over to this side, because you want to kill him. He's annoying. There are a couple of them over here too. However, yeah, we get little mini boss time. So yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to do that, because dealing with those guys shooting at you a lot is annoying. Ow, ow! Bugger off. But that'll open up this, which leads pretty close to the end of the game. So we do want to go over here first. There we go. Final secret. I believe that's all of them. I could have missed one. If so, we will probably see it in a bonus episode. However, before moving forward, there's one other thing that I wanted to show. Let's see if I can make this work. There's a code that I heard about. Left, up, right, down, up, 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 A. Let's see if I can do it a little faster, maybe. Let's see. No. Left, up, right, down, up, up, up. No. There we go. If you do it fast enough, Ori will transform into a random color. I like the blue Ori. Let's go for that. Let's go for the blue Ori. And with that said, when you are ready, when you have everything, move on to the final event. Oh, that's not good. Oh, she sounds angry. Nope. You don't want to move too far ahead of time. Now, charge up here and float over there. This is the final chase sequence in the game, and it is not easy. She's chasing you the whole time, and if she comes too close to you, you die. Now, you gotta wait here. Bash off that. And again, if you're kind of behind things, you're probably good. Now, push through there. Get in here. Alright. Jump down there because you're going to need the extra speed, otherwise she'll probably kill you. And yeah, she also does that. Alright, so you want to boost, and hopefully you want to start bashing off rocks as fast as you can. Go this way, and once you've done that, you've accomplished it. Now, that's the final escape sequence in the game, and probably the one I'm worst at, so I'm very impressed that I did it on my first try. Probably should have changed Ori's color for this. Now controller's vibrating constantly through this sequence, by the way, in case you're wondering. Not that I think that matters any, but oh well. Our only hope, huh? And we still do have a few things that we can do here. We do need to move Ori over here. There we go, one more step. There we go. We can actually move into the foreground. Cool. Not so cool. Oh, squeezed her. And Ori has her normal color for this sequence. Oh no. Ooh, there's luck for you. Gotta have some of it at this point, don't we? I always forget that I can control her at this point. But yeah, we get to move the tank around one last time. And by chance, look what happens. And look what Kuro has in her talons. Sign again. You can see the wheels turning. You see how much it's recognized, and you see what this out-of-control fire is causing. She's not going for the nest. She put sign back. She tried racing to her nest to save her young once and failed. She knew this would work, and she sacrificed herself for all life. The game's antagonist is also the greatest assistance to the protagonist in this game. Very, very impressive story. Not that it does anything substantial or huge, it's just calm, it's to the point, it does what it's supposed to. And it's really big on the feels. And yay, Ori's alive. But she's not the only one. We have Gumo. Gumo looks like he's finally found somewhere to belong. And Naru, well, Naru does the thing. Excuse me. Naru does the only thing we can expect her to do. She seems to like taking on orphans, she does. And yes, that is the extent of the game. Not a very long game, but a very fun game. Now, this playthrough, would I have 20 deaths or 25, 30, something like that deaths? 4.5 to 5 hours of gameplay. Yeah, the first time I played the game, you don't want to know. More than double on both accounts, at least. I died a lot in this game. I also did a lot of, like, this looks like suicide, but I want to see if there's an item down there. Let's jump into this pit, or jump over here and see if I can find But that's no excuse for how poorly I played this game the first time around. So, anyway, yes, the music was composed by Gareth Coker? I guess that's how you pronounce that? But yeah, there's very excellent soundtrack. The music was just top-notch, very atmospheric, did exactly what it was supposed to do. Made you feel. Characters, there's not much I can do as far as a normal review for characters. Most of my characters didn't say anything. Most of the stuff was said by either sign or, his actions speak louder than words, which works really well in this case. You didn't need a whole lot of dialogue. The game wasn't even dubbed into, a language. It was all written text, which works perfect for this type of game. Gameplay was so fluid and so smooth that I can't help but just love the way the game is. It's a lot of fun to play. I highly recommend anyone else who wants to play it should definitely pick it up. The story is full of feels, the gameplay is smooth, the music is incredible, and it draws everything together very nicely. And even though there's not a whole lot to do on a second playthrough, at least in my case, you'll find yourself doing it again and again anyway, just for the enjoyment. You can sit here on an afternoon that you have nothing better to do, spend, 4 hours or something like that, and just play through the game. And Ted Woolsey was working on this project. Are you kidding me? The great translator of many of Square's games for the majority of the Super Nintendo and at least part of the PlayStation era, from what I recall. It's ridiculous how many names you'll recognize on some of these lists if you check them long enough. There's always somebody new and somebody that you've seen many, many times before. One other name on this that you'll probably recognize, but that's pretty much all I had to say for pretty much the review. I didn't do like a full review because there isn't, I liked a lot of the abilities, the skills. Bash was a lot of fun. That was really unique. You don't see that in a lot of things, but there isn't really a whole much left to talk about. It's just a fun game that you can enjoy playing at pretty much any time. Production babies, that's pretty cool. There's actually, children born during the production of the game. And a special thanks to Phil Spencer of Xbox. Yes, this was kind of co-produced by Microsoft Studios, even though it was designed by Moon Studios. And they, had a little bit of hand in it. It was originally released on Xbox, I think 360, if I'm not mistaken. Could have been Xbox One of the two. But I'm playing the Steam version, of course, because I've never owned an Xbox. Ever. Anyway, there will be an update to this LP at some point. As of recording this, I'm ahead of the, I did a whole bunch of episodes over the week that before the definitive edition came out. So I haven't actually got my hands on it yet. And I will be taking a look at that and playing around with that. And if there's any additional footage that needs to go into this, I will be adding that at a later time. But, controller's still on. Let's see here. Options. Let's start a game. So the total time on there was 4 hours, 51 minutes. Collected everything. That's just my duplicate file. Now it's an earlier file where I managed to do it 10 minutes faster. You can take a look at the cutscenes. There's not a whole lot. There are leaderboards. I will blur out the names because... Actually, scrub it. I won't blur out the names. Why bother? I'm in the middle. And yeah, there's just a bunch of stuff you can kind of take a look at here and cycle through the leaderboard. My controller's telling me no. Okay, well, whatever. There we go. And you can kind of see globally on, how well people did in terms of their death count and stuff like that, and kind of where I'm ranking with all of these. Not so particularly high when it comes to any of it. Definitely not as a speedrunner. As Explorer, I get pretty much 100% every time I play, and around 4.5 hours. They cut it at a different point. I've got a couple of different files on here. This one, as you can see in the middle there, has 50 deaths and 4.5 hours gameplay, as opposed to my other one, which had 23 deaths, but took a little longer. Anyway, that's enough. That's pretty much, like I said, that's all for Ori and the Blind Forest. I hope you enjoyed it. I sure as hell did. I've been waiting to get this one recorded for quite some time now. So, have a good one, and we'll see you guys next time.